I hope you guys had a great Christmas. I hope this whole holiday season has been really wonderful for you guys and that you're excited for the new year. So I just wanted to come on right quick and just talk briefly. It's funny, like the other day, well, let me backstory. So, like a couple of years ago, like maybe 2015, 2016, I don't remember which, my creative Pinterest board, I feel like everybody has the same Pinterest board, one for weddings, right? Like, I feel like half the people I know have weddings ones, right? And so I created one a long time ago. Basically had a whole wedding plan. Like all I needed was for a husband or a fiance to be like, all right, let's go, let's do this thing. And basically I was ready from that point on. And so, and it was nice. It's really nice actually. But then the other day, the strangest thing happened. I was like halfway asleep, first of all. And I was just kind of thinking about it. And I was just like, I don't really want any of that stuff. Or like some of the stuff that I was like really dead set on. I was like, yeah, I don't really want that anymore. And it's weird. I'm like, I've literally had this one thing planned out for this entire time. And now all of a sudden, it was seemingly out of nowhere. It's just like, I'm not even into it. Like, even like the color scheme, it's just like something I just been loving that color scheme for like the last 3 years. And now I'm just like, I think I'm good on that one. And so I think it was just a reminder that, particularly as we're going into like, next week is the new year, New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, and everybody's setting goals, everybody's setting resolutions or whatever. Just a reminder that, hey, while you're making all these plans and goals for your year, allow there to be space for growth. Allow there for, because sometimes we see it like, oh, I set this goal at the beginning of the year, and if I don't complete it, oh, I failed or something like that. And it's like sometimes, yeah, sometimes you just didn't complete the goal. You did actually just fail. But then sometimes it's just like, no, you outgrew your goal. And the thing is, the question really comes to mind is then what happens when you set a goal that's not high enough, or when you outgrow your actual goals? Like, do we allow for ourselves to then pivot? So that's, in that moment, that's what you have to do. You have to change course, or start over. And do we give ourselves that grace? Do we give that ourselves um, that we're really gracious to just change or to change our minds? Like sometimes we're so stuck on the goals that we want or we set aside for ourselves that we don't allow ourselves to grow. Like the thing is, a year is a long time. A lot can happen in a year. So if you set a goal at the beginning of the year, you can be a completely different person halfway through the year. Then what? Do you keep on with those goals? Do you keep trying to work at something that was never meant to be so it won't be fruitful at that point? No, you pivot. And so I just wanted to come on and sorry, as a fly. I just wanted to come on and just encourage you guys, like as you're setting your goals, like allow yourself room for growth. And while you're allowing yourself room for growth, allow God to be in those goals. It's great to set goals. They help you be productive, but allow God to say what your goals should be. Allow God to tell you how to like accomplish those goals or whatever. Allow there to be room for the Holy Spirit to flow and to change you and in the process change your goals. So I just wanted to come on really quickly, come on and just tell you guys, just more so just a reminder, something that God's been showing me that, yeah, it's great. It's Proverbs 19:21, like it basically says like, men make plans, but it's God's will that prevails basically. And so that's just our reminder for this year as the end this year, this decade closes out, that hey, we have to remember to keep God first, and that we remember that God's will is what should be prevalent. That God's will is what should be prevalent in our decision makings. Like in the service I was in today, they basically said, "Your will, God, over my will," and surrendering our will, yielding our will, our wants, our desires to what God has for us. So the thing is, God's plan is way better than ours. He knows what we're actually capable of. We don't know that. We don't know our capacity. We only know where we are right now in this moment, but we don't know what we could be. And so allowing ourselves to like be yielded over to God's will allows us to then walk into the things that He has for us and to actually reach our potential. One of my biggest fears has always been like not reaching my potential. Like, I grew up in a situation where it's just like I always told, oh, you're really smart. Oh, you have a lot of potential. Oh, you could do really good things. And my biggest fear was like, what if I never live up to that potential? What if I never live up to what everybody expected me to be or what, basically? And the thing is, it's like God created us, so He knows exactly what's in us and He knows exactly what it takes to pull those things out of us. And so in that, yielding over to God's will allows us to then reach that potential. God has set the potential. He's already set all of that. And so us yielding over to our will, our plans, our goals, our life, our relationships, everything over to God allows us to finally reach that place. So like, this is the person I created. And that's my goal, you know? And so that's our doorbell. But that's my goal, is to reach that goal, that will become that woman of God that God has created. So I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you guys have a really productive holiday season. That's my love. I will talk to you guys later.